as we'll see the Wake Forest Demon Deacons taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollock and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Florida State's offense will start this game off. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on. You're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Trying to convert this 2nd and short. The give to the back. The Seminoles brought to the ground, but not before picking up the first. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time at Florida State.
And he breaks into the open. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Noles will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Horn. He's right on target. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. Give to the back. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? Gets it out quickly. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They got it at the 25. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Give to the running back. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the 1st down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Pushes ahead for 2 to the 7-yard line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. And he'll boot one from the right hash. He ought to be able to navigate that angle from this distance. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wake Forest's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Trying play action. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The Demon Deacons racing to the line in the hurry-up. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And as an offensive coordinator, you don't need the perfect play with this guy as your running back. He's going to make the play perfect for you because he makes everybody miss. Spin moves, hurdles, stiff arms, speed, whatever it takes to move the sticks and score touchdowns.
Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It seemed like there may have been a miscommunication there between the QB and receiver, just not on the same page.
They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. Pulls it in. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15. Now the crowd responding in the red zone, trying to help this defense. Fights his way ahead. They get him down after a pickup of 3. They'll mark it at the 12. Second down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wake.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That last completion has him set up, second and short. Going with the ground game left. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Second down coming up. To the air, it's Horn. Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
On 3rd and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back.
False start.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
And the Seminoles are marching down the field. They go to the ground. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to throw, it's Horn. Quick strike complete. And a good... by that defense, just a short pickup. He was looking to get the ball farther downfield, but he just had to take what he could before he got drilled.
Sometimes you can look down the field, Reese, but you see that pressure, and it's getting to...
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. He'll line it up from the right side, a 37-yarder coming up. That is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Stevens. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down mark. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Davenport. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Boots, his first of the day away, was called on 4 times in the victory last week. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They'll line up for a second down play. Out of the gun to give to the back. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
Finds his big tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Horn. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the D denied them on 2nd and goal. They'll run it up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Florida State! And they made it to the house where they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. The give out of the gun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He'll set up to throw. Got his man out of the backfield. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room. That last completion sets him up on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
You just got to have better concentration if you're the wide receiver. I know it feels like a routine completion. You still got to get 2 hands on the ball and look it in. That's a bad drop.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. The Demon Deacons will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is, spread.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
They gave up the sack on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Horn. They're bringing heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
This offensive line is going to have to shore up this pass pro, guys. The last play they took a sack. This one they allow a hit on the QB, which forces the incompletion. 3rd down, you're going to be throwing it right here, you think, so O-line's got to step up.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Quarterback will audible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here.
Touchdown, Wake Forest! What a catch and run for 6.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, Dave?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart. If you're going to aggressive with your decision making.
Offense set on first down. Quarterback checking off. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he's running in the open. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, no!
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on.
And the Seminoles will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football from right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Yeah, 3rd and 1, you know what time it is. It's about the big boys up front. You got to give me a little bit of space, a little crack. You just can't give up that penetration so my running back can fall forward just like that and get the first down.
After 45 on his way. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. At the 40, there he goes. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
On second down, looking again to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Wake Forest. And with that one, they... Here in the second half. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. First down here for the offense. The back goes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the right. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Leaves it with the running back. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Scanning the field, it's Horn. He's got his man, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Now, he might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Floats it out in space. And oh, did they know that one was coming. They'll knock him down in the backfield.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Throws for the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
This defense is going to use this guy in a lot of different ways. You'll see him rush the passer. Obviously, he'll have his name called when the offense tries to run the football, but I love his coverage ability.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On third down, he drops to throw. Makes a connection. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
From the gun, they'll try the middle.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one score.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, maybe. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen, he's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Running back goes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown Seminoles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Man, that is phenomenal quarterback. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Pass it back, and here comes the offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Right back to it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Wow, and that's another big play from this guy. We've seen him now dominate. He's been able to get pressure on the quarterback, and Dave, he's just been living in the opponent's backfield.
This dude is an animal. A couple of sacks, a couple of tackles for a loss, just putting his imprint on the game. In the pass game, in the run game, you better know where he's...
Got a lot of running room. And he's finally down, sliding in safely after the huge pickup. The Demon Deacons want to pick up the tempo.
This is exactly why nobody wants a Jesse Palmer. You want quarterbacks that can do that. Look at him, pick him up, put him down, just...
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot space. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
If he can make this one, the lead will be 3. And it's good, and he's got the lead up to 3 late. He might have been looking just to set up his offense, but he put a touchdown on the board with that 92-yard return. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. And they desperately want... return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Pick up of 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
And the defense is there to stop him short of the first down. And the Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Handoff from the shotgun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They'll go to the fullback. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Florida State.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Running back searching for a hole. Turns it on in midfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call. Play. Well, they did on that one. Offense getting set for first down. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on second down. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Fires to the big fella. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Seminoles decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on this one. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Oh, he makes the catch. They get him down after he makes the catch.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Demon Deacons will punt it away on fourth down. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be brought down. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They can move that thing 1 yard here. That'll probably wrap this baby up. Quick pass on the jet motion. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Leaves it with the back. Got a little space. Touchdown, no! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper came on a 34-yard jump to the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Firing to the right, complete. And it's loose. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And I like that this offense is continuing to try to stay balanced and hand him the football and show confidence. He put the ball on the deck last week. They still rewarded him, still giving him the football. But, man, you cannot continue to put the ball on the ground and expect to continue to get carries.
The offense lining up for a first down play. This quarterback happy enough to take a knee and head to the locker room, but the defense still does have a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Line getting set on second down. The give to the lone running back. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on third and long. Running to the left. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Not a chance. Missed it. Lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
Florida State, 38. Wake Forest, 28.
The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
Wants to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wants to throw on third. Fires and picked off. Got room on the return. And he was looking for the pick six. He'll have to settle for getting it inside the 30.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up, and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.